Hi, welcome back to the channel. Let's see which zodiac sign needs the next reading at this moment. I'm seeing Aries, so let's get a quick reading for Aries energy. Actually, I'm seeing Gemini. We'll do Gemini instead. Gemini people and placements. Let's dive into a quick card for you guys. Gemini energy, people and placements. Oak, interesting. Wisdom. Don't just look within, dive deeply into the eternal realms of knowing. That's so interesting because you have deep knowing on the bottom of the deck. There could be something about a healing of manifestation, maybe. This could be regarding like a conflict or dating or romance or creative hobbies, enjoyment, leadership. Wisdom isn't just static. It evolves, changes, adapts as you learn new ways of knowing. Before you can be wise, you must be willing to accept you don't have all the answers. Oak is here to change your perspective. Like the old wise grandfather, Oak reminds you to evaluate your beliefs and see if anything's out of alignment with who you are today. Perhaps what you knew to be true is now directly opposite from what you currently believe. Or perhaps who you thought you were supposed to be when you were younger is now completely different than who you actually are. Just like wisdom, your goals evolve as time goes on. Some goals are left behind while others morph into something else entirely. It's important to regularly check back in with where you are to make sure you're still situated on the most illuminated path. If you are confused about your next steps, Oak reminds you to reach out to the unseen support around you. Commune with nature, the spirits, the universe, and ask them to guide you. This could be regarding work or power dynamics or sex, intimacy. But let's go ahead and get you, I think, Callie, Gemini, people and placements. Okay. The Tantric priestess of karmic release manifests with the capacity to integrate the higher divine energy into even the most stubborn patterning that has thus far resisted healing. When momentum is building and you don't know how to stop feeling the fire reverse damage, she appears. Her presence indicates this is a powerful time for spiritual work and healing practices. She supports the work and much growth comes from it. Particularly at this time, no matter how wild they may seem, the storms of your life will be gentled and you will emerge unharmed. So we have 35 as well here. Our wild mother goddess overcomes duality, resting in the sweet spot of integration, healing, and creativity. She facilitates the overcoming of tension and conflict, birthing sacred solutions and evolution into greater bliss. Kalika Tantrika is the Kali, the Tantric queen. She overcomes all karma, realigns pathways when we have veered off course, and reverses momentum, negative uses of free will, and detaches draining energy cords, restoring us to full vitality. Her presence announces significant change and positive improvement in all aspects of your life, especially your spiritual life. So let's dive into a Sabian. Gemini energies, messages for Geminis. So we have Aquarius 26, a lot of Aquarius energy. Okay, interesting. I pulled Aquarius 30 for another sign. All right. A garage man testing a car's battery with a hydrometer or hydrometer. Okay. Here are some quotes. The expectations of life depend upon diligence. The mechanic that would perfect his work must first sharpen his tools. Maybe this is something about a mindset. Confucius. Maybe you're emerging out of some kind of confusion. I do not forget that I am a mechanic. I am proud to own it. Neither do I forget that the Apostle Paul was a tent maker, Socrates was a sculptor, and Archimedes was a mechanic, Andrew Jackson. So country music could be relevant. It's a good idea to shop around before you settle on a doctor. Ask about the condition of his Mercedes. Ask about the competence of his mechanic. Don't be shy, after all, you're paying for it. Dave Barry. The great happiness of life, I find, after all, is to consist in the regular discharge of some mechanical duty. Friedrich von Schiller. We boil at different degrees. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Humanity is moving in a circle. The progress in mechanical things of a past 100 years has proceeded at the cost of losing many other things which perhaps were much more important for it. George Gurdjieff? Commentary. A garage man testing a car's battery with a hydrometer is an image of a mechanic testing the running efficiency of a car. He's checking to see if any mechanical problems or repairs are needed. Interesting. So maybe there's something about tweaking something. Most specifically, he's checking the water in the car's battery to ensure that things will run well. Hydrometer, that's so interesting because Gemini rules vehicles. So it's so interesting you guys would pull a Sabian symbol of vehicles. A hydrometer is capable of measuring, and Mercury is retrograde right now still. So, and even though we have that spring equinox, you're still going to be feeling that kind of retrograde energy, but it'll be going forward more so, I think, mid-April and later April. A hydrometer is capable of measuring many things: alcohol, salt, sugar, anything that may be held or suspended in water. So, I mean, it's interesting because we are finishing and wrapping up Pisces season. That equinox just happened on Wednesday, Thursday, right? So, last Wednesday, Thursday. So, and Pisces rules liquids. The symbol reflects the need for a mechanical approach to the issue at hand, or the calling in of a mechanically minded person. There is a need to take a more objective or inventive view that is relative to modern society, performing necessary checks and balances to ensure the smooth running of our lives is a part of the everyday maintenance of society, our appliances, and ourselves. The garage man could be testing the battery because there is a problem he needs to analyze, or he could be performing routine preventative maintenance. Certainly, it's better to keep an eye on things before they go wrong. Figuring out any malfunctions so that life can proceed in a smoother, more efficient manner will help keep everything running smoothly. Interesting. Any malfunctions of that life so that life can proceed in a smoother, more efficient manner. So maybe there are literal issues that you're dealing with, or you have been dealing with, or like methods that hasn't been working. Perhaps there's a need for someone of authority, someone removed from your situation to give assistance, repairs, or feedback. An interesting aspect of the car's battery is that the water, the emotional element, when combined with the positive and negative elements of the battery, is a self-empowering system. In this situation, it is the level of the water or emotional dependability of the situation that is being measured, because that is what is important. Ideally, water that is used in a car's battery should be pure. You may need to use some type of gauge on the health of your emotional reactions. This symbol can reflect the need to keep an eye on the mechanics of the body and be careful about dehydration and drinking enough water. And that's because when you don't have enough water, your mind becomes very negative. And Gemini, your mind, you guys represent the mind in astrology. So you definitely want to be drinking enough water and not being too busy that you're forgetting to drink water. Keywords: testing the earthly vehicle for its roadworthiness, situations that have boiled over, bringing all to a stop, breakdowns and the need for repair, checking water levels, anticipating future problems, the need for good batteries, cars being serviced, oil, petrol, or grease, checkups and tune-ups, and bringing forward movement to a halt. Caution: causing distress by constantly analyzing people or situations, bad breath or dry skin, and not taking time for repairs or tune-ups, running on empty. This could be about finances as well, maybe communication or give and take dynamics as well. But on that, oh, actually, it's funny. I was going to wrap up your reading right then. I feel like we're just beginning. I forgot we were just beginning. All right. I feel like I've just understood your entire reading, but let's just continue and get some extra messages. Gemini's extra messages. There could be like a lot of reworking happening in your life at this time, like around you, like redecorating or renovating. Gemini energies. Okay, let's see. Oh, shit. Wait in the Truck by Hardy. So that's a country song. So somebody here could definitely listen to country music, especially after having Andrew Jackson also pop up in the Sabian symbols. They needed a wake-up call. Okay. The gritty. Stay open-minded to guidance from spirit. Interesting. Searching for a reason to start a fight. I think that's coming on the reverse or sideways. Dream big. Okay. Pray for strength. Covers up insecurity with material things. Fake. So somebody could be in debt. Your ideas are genius in the reverse, I think. So I don't know. Take it as you will. They tried to, maybe it's because Mercury's in retrograde, right? So whatever we're thinking might not be, we're kind of just going backwards. It's not a time for forward, to really trust your thoughts right now, or anything really. Vehicles, do not trust them, drive slowly. They tried to make you not know your worth. Okay, we have, I don't know if that was upright or reverse. Raise the price of who has access to you. Or maybe you need to lower it, I don't know. Stepping into disciplined energy, structure, and focus for abundance. Stephen King could be important here as well. Their actions are catching up to them. And you have psychic powers, and bullshitters assume others are like them. Interesting. All right, let's get a quick spread for, I wanted to say Aquarius, that was weird. Gemini. Maybe you have Aquarius placements, Gemini. Or it could be talking to somebody that does. Could be dealing with one, Gemini. There could be something about defensiveness, boundaries, borders, changing perspective regarding this. Definitely could be on the mind. There could be choices. Maybe there's like decisions that stem from a past sense of pain or conflict or aggressiveness or defensiveness. There could be something about improving your finances, though. Um, there could be something about analyzing your emotions or like going to therapy or something like that. Hmm. There could be forward momentum here as well, maybe with a feminine or some kind of manifestation. But I feel like we do have a match here, King and Queen of Pentacles. This could be something from past life as well. Like this could feel like something from a past life. I feel like the masculine is coming into more stability, especially if they're taking some time out or reflecting. They could be making changes regarding their like view on commitment, maybe even. Something about this person's finances could be relevant. It's like they want to connect with a feminine here. This feminine could have fire or water sign placements. Alrighty, let's pull a white light for Gemini energies. We are doing Gemini, right? I know we are. I just want to see the card. Never mind. All right, Gemini energy. Oh, shoot. We have Perfume of Sophia and Shaktipat of Seahorse. All right. All right, so Shaktipat of Seahorse, as you embrace your inner essence, you will be at peace with who you are, including your vulnerability, and no longer see the need to conform to social ideals which have no true resonance for your heart. You are encouraged to trust your intuitive recognition of which environments and relationships harmonize well with you, supporting your spiritual growth and well-being on all levels. You have the innate capacity to manifest, relax, and you will attract all you need. The symbiotic relationship of the seahorse and its helpful friends reflects the supportive nature of the relationship between the soul and spirit. Spirit provides whatever support the soul requires to thrive. In Greek myth, the seahorse, or hippocampos, which translates as horse of the sea, known as the steeds of the gods and other benevolent creatures who prevented sailors from drowning or becoming lost at sea. Seahorses are a symbol of protection. They are about outmaneuvering negative forces and bringing grace and peace. Seahorse is our guardian for when we are going through challenging times, especially on the emotional level. Interesting. And we also had Perfume of Sophia. We'll check that one out. You will be able to sense the best timing and approach to take to create space for healing and resolution. I'm seeing Ten of Pentacles really prominent as well now. Connect with your body and ground yourself in the here and now with body-friendly practices. You find your way intuitively and instinctively, even though confusing yeah, there was something here about confusion, right? Where one moment you are sure the answer is no, and the next you are sure it's yes. And that's because we're in retrograde season. We're not going to have the clarity we need in our relationships or in our mindsets, in our communications, in our colleague relationships, anything, any relationship, all of that, all retrograde right now until at least mid-April or later. Give up trying to figure out the answer right now and remain open with a positive but relaxed expectation that clarity will emerge spontaneously according to divine timing. Yeah, so transits could be extremely relevant. Somebody here could be born in 1989 as well. 17 could also be relevant. Libra energy, a new relationship perhaps. But I'm going to end it on that note. I hope you enjoyed it. Please hit like, subscribe. You can get a personal using the Buy Me a Coffee link or leave a tip through there. Good luck. Take care.